Hello everyone, today is Wednesday, July 14th, 2021 at 8:46 a.m. My sleep was spotty last night and I think I got a little less sleep last night than the night before. So, my ankles and feet still kind of hurt a little bit from work. And, I don't have any plans today. Just gonna lay down and rest, but I don't plan to leave here today. So I had breakfast this morning. I guess it was continental breakfast. And I tried the orange juice, it was so sweet. So it didn't even taste, I knew it wasn't real, but all that excessive sugar. I don't think it was even sugar, but it was unbearably too sweet. So I poured it out and I had a little milk. And I had this small little Belgian waffle thingy. It's already pre-sweetened and pre-packaged and stuff like that, And I had a granola bar and 2 eggs. And I tried to eat the banana, but I don't know, I just couldn't, I don't know if the banana was GMO or if it seemed fake. But I know the rest of the food was GMO, I know. But, not the waffle. The waffle was considered non-GMO. But, but the banana, it seemed like I just couldn't eat it. But, so I didn't get to fall asleep until I guess after 4 o'clock this morning. And I had a dream, the biological aunt Carolyn, who they call her Aunt Carrie, off the biological dad Arthur's side. She was in my dream, and another person, I can't think of what other supposed family member was in my dream, but I have had zero family contact, and they play all kinds of games with the author's not your daddy, stuff that would get me all depressed and stuff. But I didn't realize, that was them, the family members, perping me as well with that, But and they deliberately and on purpose keep me away from Arthur's side of the family. But they do with the biological mom Francis side of the family as well. Whatever aunts and uncles we have, if I ask the biological sister Ramona, see, they just started this noise harassment right after my video. It's just random all of a sudden. I don't know if that's air. If they don't even have they don't have carpet on these floors. So I don't know if that's a leaf blower or what that is. Just random. Shortly after my video, that's how I know it's part of the gang stalking. But even this morning, I couldn't even walk to go get breakfast without being followed and stalked and harassed. There was a white truck with a temporary license plate and one tail light, and it was this morning when I went to go get breakfast. And then there was a person, I'm pretty sure he was a perp, and he was wearing a black and red plaid shirt, long sleeve shirt, and blue jeans or something like that. And he kept staring at me, and he was smoking a cigarette, and he looked at me like as if I really didn't belong here. He looked at me like as if I wasn't supposed to be here. Damn it, with the money I work for, yeah, I'm very much supposed to be here. You're the one who's probably not even a registered paid guest here. And I saw another vehicle with a Mississippi license plate. It looked like they also just came on, just did like the white truck. Came and it was a white F-150, and it was a big obese black man with, I think, with glasses, and it looked like a white or foreign looking female or mixed looking female on the passenger side. And so they drove onto the premises and then drove close to where my room was and drove around the cars and made a circle and pretended like as if they were backing in. Pretended like as if they were backing in, like as if they were potential, like as if they were potential guests here or whatever. But I saw they came and made a circle and then pulled and backed in and sat there for a couple of seconds, and then close to when it was time for me to get directly to my hotel room, then he drove off off the property. So yeah, it's okay but I'm not allowed to film nothing. But see, they took advantage of my hands being full, and I didn't bring my phone with me. and they took advantage of my hands being full with the food and everything. So that guy who served the food gave me a freaking half a cup of milk and a half a cup of orange juice, idiot. And so I bet you was serving everybody else the full amount. But that's what I'm saying. But they will call you the target. They'll say you're childish and you shouldn't be complaining. Now, how about you stop being unfair and stop perping and abusing people? But I'll be the troublemaker if I would. I mean, I just didn't even freaking say anything. I didn't tell him shit. I just, came to, just telling y'all what's going on. And it's like, when I asked him, pretty much what's the routine or how much are we supposed to take or whatever, because I'm like, well, what if I wanted to take 2 granola bars, or if I wanted to take 2 packs of oatmeal, or is there a limit? And he's like, oh, just take a reasonable amount or whatever, so I just took one of each of a few items. But I don't know why I felt nervous and rushed, even though there was no rush or nothing like that. But me just personally, I just felt nervous and rushed. But I probably would have wanted to get me just 2 packs of oatmeal and some milk, and next time an apple, and then go to my room or whatever, But I mean, that's why I was just asking in case, if you were only allowed a limit of 1 of each item, or what if you wanted 2. But that's why I was asking. But he said, oh, it's just a reasonable amount. But I felt like, oh, I hope I hope he don't think I was trying to be greedy or nothing, But that wasn't my intent. If I get oatmeal, I get like 2 packs or whatever. But see, at the Quality Inn, before all that craziness happened, the manager, Brianna, she used to love me. And she used to freaking spoil me. I was able to have whatever the hell I wanted. And she used to treat me extra special. And she extra loved me. So then that that Jamaican perp, Brittany, who was a young ass kid, bullied me about the mask. And some of the managers, including Brianna, they weren't wearing one. So Brittany tried to bully me about a mask. And then she was an abusive, rude perp. And she handpicked what other guests were allowed. I mean, like, you didn't tell them to put their mask over their nose, but you telling me, So we had an argument about that. And Brittany was abusing and perping me. And then she smear campaign me. I don't know what she told everybody else, but this was right before Hurricane Sally. And now all of a sudden they reversed it on me and said that I'm banned from there and can't go back there, and then lied and said that Brianna lied and said that I was rude, and I'm like Brianna won't even allow. I'm not even allowed to try to talk to Brianna or try to talk things out or work things out or nothing, because I don't even know if Brittany might have threatened her, or Brittany probably, or if not Brittany, then somebody turned Brianna into a perp. It's like if a person love me or respect me or treat me nice, it's not for long, and then it's like they're not allowed to be caught being nice to me. And I heard that that's what a lot of us targets, that they can get in freaking big ass trouble for being nice to us, you know. So it seems like I can't be a regular at any restaurant or hotel, because if I'm a regular at a restaurant or a hotel, there's always some setup for me to be kicked out or banned or whatever, or any place of business, even if it's the damn library. So if I'm quiet and just stay to myself at the library and just charge my phone and upload my YouTube videos, and I'm not bothering nobody, it's a doggone problem at the library. Like, they want to look for ways to try to talk me out of wanting to come, like, want to make it clear that you don't want me here at the library. And then they hit you when I would be at the library, and they would hit me with the weapons, the directed energy weapons, really hard. And speaking of that, I forgot to mention that yesterday before lunch I got a headache, and then after lunch I still had a headache, and I don't know why I had the headache yesterday, if it was due weapons or not. But it wasn't like a severe migraine, but it was almost made me feel like I needed to take off for the day, but I pushed myself and kept working until it was time to go. And even if it was the extra side work, like cleaning mirrors and glass windows and stuff, I think it was one or two of the bathrooms, no, actually 3 bathrooms, I didn't have to do anything, much of anything, I didn't have to worry about them. So I guess I cleaned 5, but the administrative bathroom, it was very little work to do in there. I just had to wipe down the counters and take out the trash. But yeah, it's like about the only job I can get right now, and now I'm seeing fast food is paying higher, but I can't deal with the fast food. They wanting to offer between $11 and $14 an hour at fast food, but I can't work like that, under pressure. Cannot work under pressure. But even this job right here, it seems like it's kind of some pressure as well. And it's some pressure with this job too. So, but it's manageable though. I mean, I'm glad that they're lenient. You can take your break whenever you feel like it, as long as you get your work done, and we work, as long as you get your work done. You can take your break without any, I mean, sometimes it look like as if sometimes you get to take your lunch break when you want to as well, as long as it's after 11 o'clock. But one of the bosses, he acts like he don't want you to get hours, and that he always wants to freak out about overtime, like talking about not wanting anybody to get overtime. But the other boss, he'd be happy his brother, he'll be happy to let you work, but certain things are too overwhelming for me. But able to manage, you know, I mean, aside from the way Michael taught me, you know, Michael expected me to take a full bucket of um, mop water and to be able to put it on my cart by myself or ask the men to do it. But to make things manageable, I had to just reduce the amount of water and detergent. And I had to reduce the amount of water and detergent. And I guess, you know, in order for me to empty out myself, you know, and then he had a certain way he wanted me to, take the cart up the ramp, and it's like I can't do it like that. And then he tried to say I'm complaining and making excuses. So I found my own way to break it down. Like I take the bucket, the part where you wring the mop out. I take that part out. I take that part off and don't put the mop in a bucket. The bucket yet. I just take the bucket by itself and take the thing that you wring it, separate those, and then put the little bucket full of water, the small amount of water in the detergent in there. Then I put the part that you wring, then I put it on top after it's on my cart, and then like it's manageable like that. But Michael expect me to take a whole doggone bucket and then use my knee and pull it up, and it's like, well, with my OCD, I did not want that dirty bucket to touch my knee, or so. I found my own way to make things more manageable, but he wanted to have things controlling. Wanted to be controlling with everything. And the new guy, John, that's what he said, that Michael is pretty much on a power trip. Like the bigger bosses and the main immediate supervisor, Mr. Darrow, like they don't care as long as you get it done. But this guy wants a certain way to get things done, and want to add on extra steps and make things extra hard and stuff. Like he wanted me to do things in a certain order. And it's like, well, how can I clean the toilets with all this trash on the floor? But that's the way he wants to train me to do it. But I'm like, nah. Sometimes you go into a certain bathroom and I gotta sweep and mop. Not mop. I'm say the mop for last, but the very last thing. He wanted me to take out the trash last, but nah, I gotta take out the trash then mop. Or I do start with the making sure everything, all the supplies are there. Then I clean the floors. Then I go and clean the the sinks and the toilets. Well, I make sure that it's supplied with soap, toilet paper, paper towels, whatever, and then I sweep. Then I take out the trash, and I might have to take out the trash twice, because sometimes the trash, you go in there and it's filled to the top, and they got busted glass, and I got a double or triple bag. The trash bag sometimes, so it won't leak all over the place. And then empty out, because they might have beer at the bottom of the trash can, and empty that out, and that little they have a little thing drain in the floor. And then sometimes I got an extra spray, and then because there's no way to hose down the extra beer, so then I empty out the extra beer out of the can, and then replace the can with a new trash bag, and then I have to take all the extra trash that I swept up and put it in the bag, and then go take that out, and then mop the floor last. But no, Michael wants you to, he wants to make things as uncomfortable as possible. And I saw that yesterday. He went behind me and acted like he wanted to control how he wanted to. I'm like, why the hell is he so obsessed and preoccupied with the women's sanitary bags? Like, come on, you a man. Like, come on. So, hopefully we don't have to deal with his ass no more. Of course, it's made to look like he's so innocent and everything like that. But of course, I mean, the bigger bosses don't see how he treat us behind closed doors and treat us like we lack intelligence when we challenge him. That's freaking narcissistic when you treat us like we're dumb as hell because we challenge the way you want to do things. So that was the big conflict, I guess, this Sunday, you know. But anyway, I got sidetracked and about the noise from outside sidetracked me what I was originally trying to talk about, with the family thing. So oh well, but I'm planning to rest today, and was supposed to have gotten another book published, but I need a few more short stories to write out before I publish another ebook. And I wish I could have gotten to write my big fiction, focus on and write my big fiction book. And also, well, the autobiography, I was going to do an autobiography, but I've done a few personal ebooks. And plus I've done a lot of YouTube videos. So now I feel like maybe I don't need to do an autobiography. But yeah, a lot of perps are freaking mad at me for speaking the truth about foster and biological family abuse and everything like that. And all the kinds of life destroying games that they play. And so I'm still wishing, well, I have it in plan to write an ebook and call it The Psych World, and my viewpoint of how things go. I mean, how the world operates, and based on certain things that I've researched and what some certain sources being backed up and stuff. But that's like a research. That would be like a long novel length research paper that would take so long and stuff, because by the time I get off from work, I'm just freaking tired, and I forget that I'm even an author. I forget that I even do that on the side, like writing and publishing ebooks. I forgot that I even have ebooks published. I'd be so busy with work, this low wage job, and even, I mean, the coworkers, they even say this job, it ain't enough to live off of. That plus SSI and Social Security or whatever. Well, the SSI they cut off when I work, but it's only $23 anyway. But it's still hard to try to live off of. And then they're raising the prices on everything. So, for me to try to write my ebooks or short stories or whatever, the person Jocasta Lester, she suggested that I write short stories, and even though she started to act like a weird perp, but I took her suggestion of writing short stories, and I figured that maybe it can be like busking, but the perps want to stop me from writing my short stories. But other people who care, they say, keep on writing, keep expressing yourself, keep writing. But the perps, they think they have the authority to dictate that I'm not allowed to do that. And then they'll pervert it and try to be like, oh, she's scamming people. She's trying to get over them. Y'all are jealous as fuck. Very jealous. Because any other writer, how come they deserve to be compensated for their work? And then you're just that jealous that you have your mind made up to believe that all my short stories are whack, that all of them are shitty. They don't deserve even 50 cents, because they have other people who they get paid for their blogs. They get paid for, if they get short stories or any writings or any work that they do. But everything I deserve just no credit for nothing. Even if I were to do paintings, you see the paintings on these walls? If I were to do paintings, y'all would try to shut that down and try to say, oh, that's not real artwork. Y'all just, I mean, just so jealous, So that one perp who wants to Star Bricker who wants to falsely make bad reviews on all my Kindle ebooks. I guess maybe at next ebook I probably shouldn't even do Kindle Unlimited, because then she'll probably, I mean, that's because that's the only way she's freaking getting in, because she ain't gonna pay for any of my damn books. She just wants to, she already got Amazon Prime or Kindle or something, and she just want to take advantage of, reading my books for free, and then just already have a bad opinion and try to deter people from supporting my ebooks. And I have the links in every description box of my YouTube channel. YouTube videos. So I'm about running out of time on this video, and thanks for listening to me. I'm gonna try to get a nap and try to get some short stories in. I love y'all, and I'll see y'all later. Bye.